kings have been searching for the means of transmuting base metal into gold for thousands of years. And yet, the first formula of alchemy is called vitriol. Vitriol is a bottom-up solution to the problem of pain and fear. Samyama and the 7-step process is a top-down solution to the problem of fear, and both of them work. And all of them work quickly. But what works more quickly is Samyama. But first, let me go into a little bit about alchemical vitriol. Vitriol is a Latin acronym which gives you some idea of the age of the first formula of alchemy for transmuting pain and fear into spiritual gold, into releasing your potential. And the acronym goes Visita, that's the V of vitriol. Interiore, that's the I of vitriol. Terrae, that is the T of vitriol. Rectificando, that's the transmutation, to rectify, is the R of vitriol. Occultem lapidem, O and L of vitriol. The occultum lapidem is the hidden stone, or the philosopher's stone. It is in fact the secret of the philosopher's stone. Now, if you like, you can use asana to ease out your body. If you like, you can recapitulate your life and write thousands and thousands of words about every one of your experiences in this lifetime to release the fear. But in energy enhancement, we release that fear in a process which takes only a few minutes. And not only this lifetime, but all your previous lifetimes. And this is the concept, the Catholic concept of original sin. Because this is all the pain, the shame, the fear, the energy blockages which enter into you as a baby in the womb. It's original sin. And you can't get rid of that by recapitulating this lifetime alone. There is more to removing all of your karma. And it comes from, go to the center of the earth, and there, when you rectify the energy, you will attain the philosopher's stone. You will transmute all that base metal into gold. If you think that that one ring, that energy blockage, that thing which is going to change your life into pure evil, has happened to Gollum, what solution did Tolkien give to the transmutation of the ring? Why couldn't they just destroy the ring in normal daily life? Well, you saw Gimli with his axe. He went smash and the axe broke into pieces. This ring cannot be destroyed by ordinary processes, said the elf, Agent Smith, whatever he was, in The Lord of the Rings. Elrond, thank you. This ring cannot be destroyed by ordinary processes. It can only be destroyed in the depths of Mount Doom, the volcano, in the depths of the earth, in the center of the earth. Visita interiore terrae. Go into the center of the earth. Rectificando. There you can transmute the evil ring of pain and fear and of trauma. And there you will find the occultem lapidem, which transmutes base energy into gold. And further than vitriol, once you take that transmuted energy along the path of the soul, then you will have showers of gold entering into your life. It's a promise. It's an ancient technique. And we teach it here at Energy Enhancement. And it's the fastest, most perfect, most ancient, myth-filled process that you would ever wish to get. And it's quick. And it's cheap. And you can get it anytime you want. There you go. Jordan Peterson, I love you. Yeah, there was a question here. Can you talk about Jordan Peterson's voice? Well, I don't want to say anything bad about Jordan Peterson because, to me, he's a hero. He's been using the techniques and mythology to go deep into his unconscious with the truth. Because this truth is another technique that works. He's been using these techniques, and you can see from what he is doing in the world that his techniques have worked. All techniques work. I'm just saying, here's another technique, it works faster and better because it's ancient and all the rest of it. But I don't want to say anything against Jordan Peterson because, to me, he's a hero. All I'm doing in this, in all of my talks, talking about Jordan Peterson, is to say, look, there's something here that works, and it works better. Please take advantage of it. Because all I want to do is to benefit you and everybody around you and the whole world. What else am I here for? Huh? So when somebody says, can you explain a little bit about Jordan Peterson's voice because everybody's interested in it, I'm saying the voice is a symptom of fear and pain and energy cords and connections. And Jordan, you haven't got rid of all of the pain and fear inside. I know you've done a lot. You've done great things. My God, fantastic. With the truth, you can get everywhere. But I'm saying that to clear up the voice, to clear up the pain, the trauma, the sin, the energy blockages within, the voice is a symptom of the soul. If you have a voice that sounds like Pepe the Frog, then know that you have not come to the end of your process. Simply that. All the chakras go in pairs. The heart chakra powers, the base chakra powers all the three head chakras. And if one of those chakras is out of alignment, then you don't get a proper connection between the two. The belly powers the throat. The abdomen is the place where all of the connections to your family go. And if you haven't cleaned out all of those connections to the family, the throat gets that throaty, sultry, Pepe the Frog feel to it. And then the other one is the heart is affected by the solar plexus. The solar plexus powers the heart. So if you've got any connections in there, then you won't have an open heart. The heart will not be powered and become the heart of Christ that wants to benefit the whole world. It wants to benefit all of its friends. It wants to benefit all of the people around it. It wants to benefit the family. It wants to benefit the city. It wants to benefit everything there. So as I was saying, the solar plexus powers the heart. And if there's any blockage there, either within the solar plexus or the heart is frozen. Nothing can happen. And it's frozen by the pain and the fear of the blockages in the solar plexus. And the throat is broken. It sounds horrible by means of the pain, the fear, the trauma, the connections to bad people that go into the lower abdomen. And the base chakra, that's where Smog lives. And the base chakra is connected down into the center of the earth. There's an angel in the center of the earth, and there's a lot of power down there. This is what all the ancient myths are saying. And there can be many blockages between the base chakra and the center of the earth, and the blockages down there are what we call slave blockages. Slave blockages create the slave. They are the manacles around the legs and ankles. They prevent you keeping that step forward in life. They reduce your energy so that you can't do anything. All you can do is lie on the couch like a potato. All you can do is lie on the couch and watch TV and go and drool into your beer. Yeah, do that, baby. But if you want to take the manacles off your legs, then you need to go and destroy that dragon. You need to transmute that dragon. That pain, that fear, that shame that is a lot of every human being from all in this lifetime and all your previous lifetimes. And you need to have a good voice, Jordan. Yeah, please come and learn. I'd be very happy to teach you. So I'm continuing the lecture, the talk, the information that I was working on yesterday. This is a new day. And I remember that I was talking about the myth of the hobbit and how Tolkien, a professor from Oxford University, whose work was the myths, the ancient myths, and he was talking in his story of the Hobbit about this little hobbit, Bilbo Baggins, going down into the centre of the earth, there to find the dragon Smaug. And when they were able to remove the dragon, when they were able to kill the dragon, what was released was the star of the Arkenstone and a torrent of gold, a mountain of gold, abundance, wealth, riches. Because this fear, this trauma, this pain which we keep inside are the mind-filled manacles of fear which keep us in our prison, which do not allow us to do that which we need to do in life. And I was talking yesterday about karma and how karma seems to test every human being. Karma, if I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all. The ancient blues song from Eric Clapton. If I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all. And it's the self-sabotage. It's the things that go against us all the time in life. And it seems like it can never stop. And Swami Satchidanand said the normal way of evolution, of normal humanity, is that of the anvil and the hammer. You are gold ore. And if you want to purify that gold, what you got to do is you got to heat up that gold, you got to put it on the anvil, and you've got to beat the crap out of it. And this is the lowest technique to overcome your karma. Newton said that action and reaction are equal and opposite. So when we do something bad, the reaction is that of karma. And it's an immutable law. It cannot be removed. And it is the teaching which teaches us not to do the bad thing. The path of goodness, the path of godness, is to always and in every way do the right and good thing. If you don't, the condign reaction to that, the well-deserved reaction to that, is karma. And yet, the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, I've written a commentary on the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, you can get it free from the website, says that karma can be changed, it can be transmuted. Do you want it the easy way? Or do you want it the hard way? Because the lower technique always takes much longer than the higher technique. The lower technique is always harder and takes longer than the higher technique. And God has given us a plethora, a ladder of techniques which enable us to speed up the process and get through the karma much more quickly than just action and reaction being equal and opposite. What we got to do is we need to learn the higher techniques. And there's nothing new under the sun. These techniques are ancient. well known, easy to apply, and enable us to get through the pain, the trauma, and all the things that come from that pain and trauma. For example, self-sabotage comes from that trauma. Solved. Evolution comes from the removal of trauma and pain and the grasping of the higher techniques, of the higher angels, moving into the evolution of the whole species of humanity. Negative, destructive emotions are the result of that trauma and pain which is locked inside. Removing that trauma and pain inside by higher techniques, easily, speedily, instead of the very slow techniques that have been given to us in the past. For example, you can write out every page of your life, 18,000 pages you can write, and you still won't get to the end of it. It's a slow but sure technique. It works. But the higher techniques, which we are teaching here at Energy Enhancement, they work quicker and they work more thoroughly. They get right to the bottom of all your pain and trauma. Depression, solved. Get rid of the trauma and pain. Bipolar disorder, move it out. Get rid of that trauma and pain. All that bipolar is gone and the creativity is yours. Violence comes from trauma and pain. So, yesterday, Amara Atma was talking about getting into a state of samadhi. And then the lower techniques of asana, the lower techniques of hatha yoga immediately became more easy. Sam, Adi, with the light. We're here talking about the Arkenstone that was there in the Hobbit. The Arkenstone is the central spiritual sun. We access a light brighter than 10,000 suns, which shines down upon us into our crown chakra. And it's that crown chakra that makes us king, because it absorbs the energy of God. It gives us all the energy we ever need. And we absorb that energy every night, in sleep, in dream. Without that sleep, without that dream, we cannot, with the lower technique, absorb the energy of God. I always asked why Swami Satchidanand only needed to sleep 4 hours a night. Same with Zen Master Hogan. And the reason was that they were permanently in a state of meditation, of samadhi. They didn't need to sleep. They didn't need the lower technique, because they had the higher technique of samadhi. And when that samadhi comes, you get into it in a state of meditation. When that light shines brighter than 10,000 suns down upon you, and you're constantly with that light. Sam is with, Adi is light. When you're with that light, then everything just moves more speedily and better in your life. And we were talking about the ancient technique of alchemical vitriol. And you know it's an ancient technique because it's an acronym in Latin, which says visita interiore terrae rectificando invenies occultum lapidem. I explained all that yesterday. It's important to know that this is a guided meditation, a technique of meditation which allows you to burn up, to dissolve, to transmute all the negative energy of pain and of trauma, and to release the spiritual gold which is inherent within you. It's a higher technique, and it is one that speeds up the process of karma 10 million times. You can get rid of all the karma from this lifetime in a very quick, speedy period. You don't have to go through it anymore. because the karma which is to come can be moved out. It says that in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. Patanjali knew about this 5,000 years ago. And we're just starting to use it now on this course of energy enhancement. Ancient techniques, starting to use them. And do you want it the hard way of karma, or do you want it the easy way of samadhi or of samyama? And samyama is an even higher technique than samadhi. And it's the whole of the 4th chapter of the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. Again, wrote a commentary on it. Sam with Yama, the god of death. By bringing your karma into alignment with samyama, you can easily dissolve it, easily transmute it, change your life, change everything within you to be that which you were born to be. Meaning, significance, purpose, path, revealed by the dissolution, the transmutation of base metal, all your energy blockages, all your trauma, into gold. The transmutation, the alchemical transmutation of base metal, clearing out the base chakra to access the spiritual gold from the higher chakras, to become a living fountain of light. This is enlightenment. Get it now while you can. Thank you.